What's up? What's up? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, you. Happy Saturday. We are back with our daily India talk. And Dad, today we are talking about narcissist. We're going to talk about narcissist, what a narcissist is, the definition, the condition behind narcissists, their traits. And I'm going to give you guys a couple of my favorite quotes regarding narcissists. And then also, I believe that if you are a narcissist survivor like me, that we have a theme song by questionably arguable a narcissist. But it is, I feel like this song speaks to anyone that has ever dealt with a narcissist or been in a relationship with a narcissist. We have a theme song. So we're going to go over those, but let's do a check in. How are you feeling today? I'm reporting live, doing an India talk from inside the house. I just got back from the park with my daughter. We found a new park today and we had a lot of fun. Lots of open fields, so got a lot of exercise in. And it's beautiful outside. The weather's nice and there's a nice breeze. So I want to check in with y'all before I jump into my story time. India talk. I'm no longer doing story time. Before I do my India talk, the theme today is narcissist. But what's up? Hi, Sasta. Thank you for checking in. Where are you checking in from? Hey, Lee George. Hello. Where are you checking in from? Okay. Um, and you come in being disrespectful, I'm gonna report you. Hello, Sigma. Hi, Asi Papi. I like your name. Nobody told you to come here. Don't tell me what to be looking like on my lives. What the hell? I am from Massachusetts. Where are you from? Aussie Poppy. Hi, Nia. Hello. Thank you for liking and subscribing, Sigma siblings. I live in Massachusetts. I feel like I answer this so many times on my live every day. I am from Springfield, Massachusetts, on the East Coast. Hello, Dennis Hellerman. How are you? Oh, you're from Holland? I've never been to Holland, but I would like to go there one day. All right. You're gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn to come on my page correct or don't come at all. Hi, developer. Okay, Sasta. Martin. Hi, Martin. Okay, you could have kept that to yourself, Mac Chickens. Thank you, Aussie Poppy. Thank you, Vimy Vlogs, for the compliment from Amsterdam. Okay, okay. Hello, Amsterdam. Hi, developer. Hello, I hope you're having a good day, Officer Anderson. I am having a good day. Just came from the park with my daughter and was got some sunshine and some exercise. So I hope you're having a good day too. No, I am not alone. I'm always with my daughter. Martin, where you been at? This must be your first time on my life. I'm always with my kid. Um, can I shout you out? Of course, Cherry Blossom Cutie. What's up? How are you doing today? You can't help me out, Michael Blecker. I don't know what you need help with. Thank you, Aussie Poppy. I like you too. How old am I? I'm from the 80s. I'm from the 80s. That's all you need to know. You're right, I can't block you, but I can report you. And the more I report you, the more you won't be able to show up on my live or anybody else's live. So come correct or don't come at all. Bees in the trap. I don't, okay. Um, y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Do I love food? Yes, I do. Vegan food. CM Punk. Cherry Blossom. Cutie. Hi, I gave you a shout out. I like your name also. Hi, just a beautiful smile. Thank you, Jumbo. How's my day going today, Officer Anderson? My day's wonderful. I can't, no complaints. How's your day going? Hi, Ryan. Welcome back. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Dennis, I'm from the 80s, bro. I'm old enough. I'm seasoned. I've been around for a few decades now. Thank you, Aussie Poppy. Hi, Sophia. How are you doing today? I don't know how to send personal messages, and why do you want me to send you a personal message? You like black women, Aussie Poppy? Okay. I hope you actually like them and don't fetish them. It's a big difference. Hi, Germany. I've never been to Germany, but Germany makes me think of my ex. He was born in Germany. But welcome, greetings from Germany. My name is India, like the country, India. You love the blacks, MVP. I don't know if I should take that derogatively or not, but okay, thanks for checking in. My name is India. I'm seriously a department officer. I've been an officer since 2004. Okay, where are you an officer at? What state? How Stella got her groove back? Y'all are funny. You're from the 90s? Okay, the best era. I was born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, so I fucks with you. Azazari, I think. I hope. Thank you. Hey, thank you for the emoji. Cocktail Rex, I'm doing well. You're so beautiful and gorgeous and amazing. Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for checking in from Senegal. I don't know how to say your name. Is Mali? I hope. Thank you for checking in. Hi, Jermaine. Thank you, Nong. Like to see you as well. You're from Amsterdam. Okay, yes, you told me. Where's where's my child's father? I don't know. In his skin, living his best life. I have no clue what you're talking about, Jim. But um, hey, whatever you say, if you like it, I love it. I'm glad that your day is going good, Cocktail. I like my hair to be referred to as locks, but thank you. I did it myself. October will be 5 years. Do you have locks currently? Hi, Rachas, Rachas. Hi, Capano. I don't watch wrestling, so I don't know. Don't care. Thank you, Jatin. Thank you, Ranchas. Go right ahead. I don't care. You don't make or break my life if you subscribe or unsubscribe. You don't hurt my feelings. I didn't even know who you are, so I don't care. I've been reporting all your comments anyway, so I'd be glad that you unsubscribed, to be honest, because you're ignorant and you're low vibrational energy. I don't want you here. Thank you. What? All right. Anyways, the comments are getting weird, so I'm just gonna get on and talk about what I was gonna talk about. Um, y'all are not welcome here, so I'm gonna report you every time. You're gonna learn. The more I report you, the more you won't be able to show up on your page at all to get on anybody's page and be stupid. Los Santos. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. I fucks with y'all. All right, so today we're talking about narcissist. What do y'all know about narcissist? narcissistic personality disorder, people who are narcissists. Did you even know about this? Today we're talking about narcissists, Roly. I am from Massachusetts on the East Coast, Jerry. I just learned about narcissists this year, the beginning of the year. Well, was it this year or the end of last year? When I was in therapy. So recently, in the last year, I just learned about the word narcissist. And I've just spent a year educating myself about what a narcissist is, the traits, the personality, the conditions, and what makes somebody a narcissist. And when I started to really grasp and understand what a narcissist is, I was like, oh, this is what I've been dealing with in my relationship that I was just in. And I was able to connect a lot of dots as far as what I have been dealing with. And it helped me to not, it helped to validate my experience and to not let this person continue to gaslight me or make me feel crazy or anything. So it's something very new to me. So I wanted to come on and talk about it and educate. All right. So like I said, the comments are getting weird. So I'm just gonna go on with my segment. Hi from India. Okay, thank you for coming in from India. So if you don't know, oh my gosh. Yes, I have a sister. I have siblings, I should say. Oh, yeah, Wayne? I'm happy for you. I love that for you. I love that for you. All right, I'm off the comments because y'all are getting weird. Be respectful, or I'm not gonna engage with the comments. If you wanna talk to me, talk to me. Ask you can ask me anything. Um, as long as it's respectful and on topic. So, a narcissist. Like I said, I didn't know what a narcissist was until recently. And I had no idea that I was in a relationship with a narcissist. I had no idea I was raised by narcissists. I didn't know. Like, so to really pull back the layers and to understand about narcissists and narcissistic personality disorder, I was like, wow, I've been surrounded by this about my whole life. And this makes a lot of sense. So let's get into it, okay? So, a narcissist. The definition. The definition of a narcissist is a person who has excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. So, in other words, people who think the world revolves around them. And if said person or people are a narcissist, they spend their entire life and their entire existence needing and seeking attention from others and wanting people to admire them because they're just like soulless beings and they live on gluttony. Like there's never enough admiration, there's never enough reassurance, there's never enough like blowing their head up and they'll get it from whoever they can get it from. And it's often referred to as supply. So they will go from source to source until they use up all the supply from that source. And then, they dry you up and then, but they already have like another person in the chamber. It's a vicious cycle, man. And I didn't know nothing about this show, y'all. So I'm excited to talk about it. Thank you for the compliment about, thank you, River Rat. Hi, Jaden. Hi, Benjamin. You've observed me somewhere else before, Officer Anderson. Where? Where have you observed me? So, have y'all heard about narcissists? Do you know any people in your life who are narcissists? Oh, okay, because I'm reporting you, Parker. So, your friend is an idiot. But if that wasn't you, I'm sorry for reporting you. And thank you for the compliment. Hi, can you say hi, Lilani? I hope I said that right. Of course. Hi, Lilani. I fucked with you. I love when people are like, nobody cares, but they're the main person writing 15 comments, so you obviously care and want to hear what I gotta say. Um, thank you, Officer Anderson. Come on. There's always people rooting for me and checking y'all, so I don't even gotta waste my time reporting people, but I will because you're gonna learn. So, like I said, I didn't know about this terminology or definition, or that I had been dealing with it in my relationship, my previous, and that I have been raised around a lot of narcissists. And then just doing my due diligence and researching and developing upon this topic over the last year has really blown my mind. And I'm like, there's so many people that probably deal with this and they have no idea. So that's why let's talk about it. Hi. Um, Thank you. Thank you for describing. So that was the definition. And having narcissistic personality disorder is actually a mental health condition, which I think is funny because this man that I was in a relationship with tried to project his issues onto me. Now, granted, we all have issues. Like, I'm not perfect. Um, in no way, shape, fashion, or form. I can admit my traumas. I can admit things that I struggle with. I have no problem with that. But what you're not going to do is try to make me live in a box that you created for me and try to say you're the one with like a mental issue and a mental condition and you need to be medicated and you need to just become a vegetable and like lay in the bed and sleep and be depressed all day. You're not going to do that. So, me understanding that narcissistic personality disorder is a mental health condition, I find that to be quite hilarious, honestly. And another thing is, I didn't write down where I found this statistic, but statistically, 50 to 75% of cases that affect people to have narcissistic personality disorder are men, which says the whole thing, which says a lot, honestly. And honestly, um, the article that I was reading, it said that it doesn't have precise reasonings as to what makes somebody a narcissist, but they did say that a narcissist is created from having a negative childhood experience, the kind of parenting styles they were raised under, and what the child observes and imitates from their parents. What I would like to add on to that is I think because it affects so many men at a high percentage, is that it's inflicted by mother wounds. It's inflicted by typically men who are mama's boys, who like live up to their moms and they go to their moms for everything, and their moms have to help them, and they like it's a whole sick. They have like a sick relationship between the mom and the son, and so that's just like my little add on. But that was statistically wise the reasons of what creates a narcissist, and then that's a very high percentage to affect 50 to 75% of males. So, is this my ex's page or what? Like, he says She's a narcissist because she didn't help him with his condition. Excuse me, I spent 10 years of my life trying to help that man on all levels, and it was a complete waste of my time and drains my fucking energy, and I also lost my life behind it. So I don't know what you're talking about, but have a Kit Kat. And did he dump me? No, I ran away from him in the middle of the night because he was harming me and my child. I already did a story time on it. There's 19 days if you want to go watch it. No, I didn't specify what kind of men. I said males. It affects 50 to 75% of all males. So just get out of here. The next comment I see with you, I'm gonna keep just reporting you. No, I actually have a great attitude. So what the fuck is he talking about? It's not only about men, it's about women too. Thank you. I My mom honestly is a narcissist. So is my dad. So is a lot of people. My adoptive family. I'm just talking about narcissists. Like, if you want to personalize it, then you go right ahead. I'm not gonna get caught up. I'm drinking juice. I don't drink alcohol or anything like that. J Dub, why you want to know my zodiac sign? I did a whole thing about that last night. What's your zodiac sign? Are you a Virgo, Capricorn, a Taurus? If so, please exit the room immediately. Thank you, Pursuit of Happiness. I feel like whoever this Quavo person is, like, are you my ex with a fake page? Because that's something else that narcissists do while we're on the topic. They obsess over their exes and they stalk them for life. And social media just is like an easy bridge between the two. Hello, creative sound music. Oh, you're an Aquarius. Okay, I fucks with you. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a fire sign. Um, that's cool. I did a whole thing about zodiac signs yesterday. Okay, thank you, Derek. Thank you, Robin. S, I fucks with y'all. Okay, so back to come on, engage with me about narcissists, yo. I'm from Massachusetts. Oh, you said J. Okay, I'm like, okay, you're an Aries. Okay, I fucks with you because you're another fire sign like me, and fire signs are awesome. But Sagittarius is the best. Um, so I told you guys the definition. Now let's talk about the stages, which makes total sense of my entire past relationship. The stages of a narcissist is that they come into your life and they love bomb you. They like speak life into you. They want to spend all their time with you. They want to give you all their attention. They go out of their way to do things above and beyond and just seem like they're the man of your dreams or the woman of your dreams. And you're like, wow, like this person is just like so into me. They also mimic you. They mimic things that whatever you do, like lifestyle wise, goal wise, like they literally try to mimic and mirror you to like up the ante as far as how they're so into you and so evolved into you and like want to be in your skin. And they do this for a long time. And when I say long time, I mean years. Years. It's not like something short lived, like a couple of weeks or a few months. They do this for years so that they're almost wrapping you up in a spider web. You don't even know it. It just happens gradually over time. But that love bombing stage lasts for a very long time so that you never question their motives or even know that there's a motive or like strings attached or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? um, so that lasts for a long time, okay? And eventually, at somewhere, that love bombing stage stops and they start the devalue stage where all of a sudden they just stop talking. They start talking to you differently. They start engaging with you differently. They start like throwing jabs and belittling you, disrespecting you, but coming off like a joke at first because they have to gradually work you into this. So it'll come off like in a joking way, the things that they say. But if you're in tune with that person and you are used to them like speaking love, light, and prosperity into you, you'll start to notice and they will play it off like they're joking at first until you are too deep in it and you realize it's not a joke. With the things that they're doing, the things that they're saying, you'll see that they'll start to pull back how much time they spend with you. You'll see that they are not as interested as into the things that you're into of like how they wanted to mimic and mirror you. You'll see that starts to decline. You'll also see that they're not they're not as into you just overall. It's a gradual process, but you'll start to realize it and you'll be like, what's going on? You'll be so caught up in the what's going on and looking for how it was in the beginning stages. And I hate to say this, but the person who's the victim in the situation, I don't know how long or what the person has to do to you for you to be able to snap out of that stage of trying to figure out like who is this person? Like you're not the person that I fell in love with. You're not the person you're not the person like I don't know who you are. You'll be in that stage for a long time. And unfortunately, if you are not able to like save yourself from that, I don't know what could happen to you. So many things could happen to you of like being in that state of confusion while you're in the state of the devalue process. And then if you don't know any of this stuff, you don't even know what's happening. You have no clue. So they devalue you for a long time and then they move into their third stage, which is called the discard and disregard stage. By the time you get to this stage, you're going to have so many problems. You're going to have so many problems. You're going to have so much stuff on your plate because through that love bombing and devaluing stage, they have put so much stuff on your plate and you become this person who is their maid and their cook and their bookkeeper and their accountant, and if you guys have kids or they have kids, their babysitter. You become all this stuff while trying to also, if you had goals, like your goals all of a sudden get put on the back burner and they're almost programming you to like submit and give all your time to them while they remove themselves and they're isolating you in the same process. They are conditioning you and manipulating you for you to beg for more time and attention, like all the stuff that you didn't have to beg for and just naturally get during that love bomb stage. But by the time you get to the disregard stage, hey man, you could be on a psych ward. You could be on a psych ward. The other thing is dealing with if you are in a long-term relationship with a narcissist or if you were like raised by narcissistic parents, um you have some sort of brain damage. Dealing with people like this who play fucking mind games and they're gluttons and they're soulless beings, the longer you're surrounded by them, if you're raised by them or in a relationship with them or have kids with them, you have some form of brain damage. Like it affects your brain. And if you don't get out, if you don't save yourself, it will affect your kids. It's a vicious cycle. It is a vicious cycle. Let me check in with y'all. Did this happen to me? Yes, it did. It's happened to me unbeknownst to me. I didn't learn about narcissistic personality disorder until this year. So I was raised by a narcissist. I've been surrounded by a lot of narcissists, and then I was just in a long-term relationship with one, and then I had to deal with him and his mom and his dad. The whole family's narcissists. They're crazy. They're nuts, yo. My day was good. I got outside. You're a Capricorn, Derek. Are you December or January? Depends on if I'll give you some grace or not. Stage one, message. Stage two, drink. Stage three. Okay. Robin, you're awesome. Jay, yes, I Quavo. Okay, thank you for checking them, Officer Anderson. This is why I don't be checking in with the things that I don't want to waste my time reporting people or like entertaining the negativity. But let me just take a second. So, did y'all know that? Have you ever encountered or been in a relationship or be able to realize by the things that I'm saying, are you able to identify narcissists who are in your life that you didn't even know? Because I was not aware of this, but when I started to learn about this in therapy and when I started to do my own research and development, I'm like, wow, I have been questioning all the things without an answer, and then I was asking the narcissist the questions and looking for an answer, and they're just like gaslighting me. So to understand this stuff that I am going over, these are the answers to the questions. And I never would have got them from the narcissist. They're not going to tell you, like, oh, yeah, I'm manipulating you. Oh, yeah, I'm devaluing you. Oh, yeah, I'm discarding you. And like, this was all fun and games with me, like real psychopath, psycho killer stuff. It's wild. Hello, Nakane. You live in California, Mike D. That's awesome. I live in Massachusetts. J Dub, you're from New York. Okay, you're on the East Coast like me. Hi, MB and PD Asher. Hi, John. Hi, Loknath. I hope that's how you say your name. Oh my goodness. Are you all right, my love? What she's saying is real and can break a person down mentally and physically. Thank you, J Dub. It broke me down mentally and physically. I almost didn't recover from whatever I just was going through. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know what you don't know until you know. And then once you know, it's like, oh my gosh. Like, I knew I wasn't crazy and I knew that something was going on, but I didn't know what. You're in a state of confusion for a long time because of that initial love bombing stage, and because it lasts so long and there's like a lot of trickery and like they take their time to really get you to this stage of confusion and this stage of like having a mental breakdown, a nervous breakdown, having they give you being with a narcissist will give you mental health issues. And I'm not kidding you. Like, if you've been in a relationship with one, especially, and then you have kids with one, you have some form of brain damage. And the longer that you are with them, the longer it will take for you to recover from this. Hello, no, new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing, my D. Hi, $6. Yo, when are you gonna get that picture? Oh, checking in from Rio. Thank you for checking in from Brazil. Thank you for the compliment, GS Gamer. He didn't leave, Quavo. Why don't you get a real name and a real picture? He didn't leave. I left him. Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh my gosh. Why is this your name? And why do you have his picture as your get off of that? Thank you. Oh my God, give me a heart attack. Um, yeah, it's scary. It is an overused statement, but you know, when people were using the statement, I never looked into it. I never researched it. I didn't know what it was. I do know that people are just saying like nurses, but I never checked into it. I didn't learn about it until I went to therapy. And I was like, oh, I always hear this word. So I do agree with you that is overused statement. But do you know what a narcissist is? Have you ever dealt with this? If you didn't, then yeah, you can just say that blanket statement. He was with a Leo for years. Oh yeah, but you said you're an Aquarius. So yeah, fire signs, man. A lot of people don't know how to handle us fire signs. We are fire. I like to say about myself as fire sign, like my fire all depends on you. It doesn't depend on me because I'm naturally fire. So it depends on the person. Like, and fire can be comforting or a casualty. Like, do you want to roast marshmallows? Do you want to sit by the fire pit? Do you want to be by the fireplace, get warm, cozy, cuddly? Or do you want me to burn your fucking house down? It all depends on you. So, who's a weirdo? Me or your ex? I will be talking about your ex because I don't take disrespect. Not on my page. Thank you, They FW Presley. Thank you, Pana World. Um, the fucker from outer space is an alien. Needs to get a life and get off my thing. I'm telling you, this could be my ex with a fake page. Weird, yo. Thank you. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Belay. Yeah, this is my ex. Get off. No, thank you, my love. Thank you. Um, hi. I need to get some better names on here. But what's up, TV? Hi, Valdo. I'm just gonna shorten it. Hi, what's up? Yeah, this is all recent. This is all within the last year. I don't know. I think whoever this Quavo Goat is like a fake page or like an associate. So there's a lot of kangaroo behavior going on here. So he might be in association with him, or it might be him with a fake page because he follows my pages through our business pages on my Facebook and Instagram, but he has multiple YouTube pages. Anywho, back to what I was saying. If y'all not asking me nothing about what I'm saying. Um, some other things about narcissists is that they will sell you a dream. They have the gift of gab, okay? They can sell you this dream, paint a theory of like who they are and who they're becoming. Um, and by the time you realize that the dream is a lie and that whoever they're talking about is not them, it's like a theorized version of them who they're never going to live up to be. You will end up spending the rest of your life recovering from a fucking nightmare, believing a dream. Get off of that, my love. No, thank you. That's not an option. Okay. The other thing is, um, I was talking about them piling stuff on your plate. They dedicate their time piling so much stuff on your plate. But by the time you look up and realize that you have all this stuff that you're carrying, you have all of this baggage, their karma, their drama, their like you've almost switched places. And like they're living like they're single and free, and you're over here stressed and maintaining everything while they'll just like, well, that's your job because you're the woman or you're the man or whatever. Here, hold on. Give it. Non me. Give it to mama. Here. Um, and then also in most cases, yeah. God, get off of my page, man. That's weird. That's you're weird, yo. Get off my shit, bro. I'm not even kidding. The other thing about narcissists is like they're really good at provoking you. Like you're trying to be who you are, happy, free, free spirit, and they're really good at provoking you. Clearly, it doesn't matter. So I think that this is my ex in the chat. Say hello, y'all. I don't know who this is, or he's affiliated with my ex, but he's a kangaroo. Drop some kangaroo, some kangaroo. You're glad you found my channel, Mike Z. Thank you. Hello, Leslie. Okay, another person checking in from Texas. Thank you for loving my channel. I appreciate you. And look at that, 40. Anyways, they're provoking me and distracting me from what I'm trying to say. So you'll switch places. Like they'll come into your life and they'll like have nothing. And then by the time they leave your life, it's like you have nothing. They literally drained you of everything, drain the life out of you, drain you financially, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and they're up. And but when they came into your life, it was the opposite. Okay. Um, as far as the mental health condition with a narcissist is narcissists are people who have an highly unreasonable sense of their own importance, a grandiose point of view when it comes to their importance, which is and perfectionism, and they're perfectionists, but not really. They just pretend they have that gift of gab where they can seem like they're perfectionists, and they're trying to mold and teach you how to be like them because they're so amazing. Which is not true. But what I found to be interesting about the grandiose, and this is a real definition, I'm not just saying this, as far as the mental health condition, that sense, they have a grandiose sense of importance. I think that that's funny because this person gave me a diagnosis, an unofficial diagnosis, shall I say, because they're trying to say like I have grandiose goals and that my goals are unattainable when they're not even grandiose, to be honest. Which is, so I thought that that was funny. But they definitely, narcissists definitely do have a grandiose sense of importance, but they don't feel that important because that's why they have that deep seated need to seek attention from other people, and they desperately want other people to admire them and to tell them how great of a person they are and how good of a job they're doing, and they want their ego stroked all day, and they need to be reassured of like who they are. So that sense of importance is a deep embedded issue, but on the surface level you would think like they have it all together, and they don't. So that's why they seek the supply from any and everybody. It doesn't matter who it is, how they know you, how they're affiliated with you. Like they're sucking something from you, and they do things strategically. Like nothing they do is from a place of love. They do everything from a strategic place, and it's all for some type of control, some type of manipulation. And they don't do any, they're selfish. They don't do anything just because that's who they are and that's what they wanted to do. It's always a string attached to it. Like they do a favor in order to get some kind of favor and reward from themselves. It's psychotic, honestly. It is psychotic. And it will drain you, yo. It will literally drain the life out of you. Oh, my favorite person, Chris Watts. Where you been at, friend? I've been getting on at different times. The last two days, I've been getting on late night, like 11 o'clock at night, and it's been interesting. And I was like, oh, I hope Chris gets on. I was hoping that you got on when I did my wrap up of the series I was doing. I was hoping that you got on day 19. I had ended up doing that at like 11 o'clock at night, and it didn't go over so well as far as engagement, but I just wrapped it up and, popped my shit doing it. But I had thought about some other things we were talking about as far as the bisexuality concerns we were talking about. So I was like, damn, I hope Chris gets on. And then yesterday I got on. I did two lives yesterday. I got on at like 8:30. That was a really good live. And then someone requested me to get on again at 11 after I got my daughter situated. So I got back on last night. But in the back of my head, I was like, oh, I hope Chris gets on. So what's up, Chris? How are you feeling? How's your day going today? Quid pro quo. Yes. Thank you, Andy. Narcissists are definitely quid pro quo. They don't do nothing for anybody just because that's who they are. Other examples about um, narcissists is they lack self awareness, and they project their BS onto you. They also don't see you as a person, they see you as a project. Like their sense of reality is very distorted. And they will like pump you of guilt and shame to kind of play off of your emotions to get you to do stuff for them. It's like sick and sadistic and twisted. And the real reality of why they do this though is because they have an immense level of abuse and trauma. So like understanding this condition, if you've dealt with people like this or you're in a relationship with them, it's almost like you all you can do is feel sorry for them because you're like, wow, like you did a lot of stuff to me, and there's so many things that I have to recover from and heal from. But in a sick, sad way, I feel really sorry for you because you're psychotic. You're the one that's psychotic. So, and you're the one who's like a psychopath, which makes sense as far as my situation was concerned, right? Because I had spoke briefly about how when I got out of being locked up, I felt like I had to play a game of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, if you've ever seen that movie. And I will always joke with my ex, right? Because I'm a Sagittarius and he was a Virgo, or he is a Virgo. And I would always joke, um, if you ever look up or research all the world's like um, serial killers, the list is completely like half and half Sagittarius, half and half Virgos as far as zodiac signs, but there are more Virgos than Sagittariuses. I can say that. And I when I got out and I had to play like all these fucking mind games and feeling like my life, this motherfucker could kill me and really come home and eat a sandwich, like on some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. I'm like, damn, like they don't have any emotions. I'm telling you, they're empty vessels. And so I'm like, damn, you really would make a better like serial killer than me if that was like coming to fruition. Like if somebody makes me mad enough, I go off the edge, I'm pretty sure somebody could take me to that level. I'm smart enough to not allow anyone to take me to that level, but and for hypothetical reasons I could, but emotionally like it would eat me up. Like emotionally I wouldn't be able to sleep, and emotionally like I would come to some point where I would confess. This motherfucker could kill me, eat a sandwich, come to my funeral and cry. Like that's how sick in the head there are some people are as far as narcissists are concerned. Now I'm talking in a general level, and I'm also throwing in some examples from my real life situation and story, but it's deep, it's crazy. Let me check on my jaw. Andy, why are you here? Nobody's making you to be here and watch my stuff. Like, I'm gonna start reporting you if you don't come correct or come here at all. Anyways, Chris, working and going to the gym. Okay, I like that. I like that. What kind of work you do? Where are you working at? I got more in common with black men than any woman. Are you a black man? What is this comment about? Hi, Michael. I'm chilling, going out to eat now. Okay, that yeah, I'm out to eat too. I don't eat out much. Like I cook every day. Anyways, Chris, while I got you here, there are more Gemini serial killers than any other. I'll have to look into that in my research. Um, it was definitely Virgos and some and Sagittarius. Chris, you cracked me up. I love you. You're from India, buddy. Hi, welcome from India. Oh, okay, Andy. I don't know. Like I'm catching the comments when I go back and see them. So I'm sorry. I'll apologize if I'm wrong. I'll apologize. But I'm just like, don't be talking to me crazy. I used to take light to that, and I used to go back and forth banter. But then I realized like some people get hard-ons from that weirdo shit. So I'm not even. I'm not even. The other things I want to talk about, Chris. Let me know if you're gonna be on for a minute. I'm sorry. If you're a Virgo, okay, are you a Sagittarius? I mean, are you a September Virgo or a August Virgo? Depends on if I'll give you grace or not. What? What are you talking about, Andy? This is why I'm going in on you because I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're September. All right. Anywho, I was trying to talk directly to Chris because Chris understands me and we're here. But the other thing about that narcissists that I want to talk about is that their demeanor of how they talk to people is patronizing. They patronize and chastise people, and they have a very condescending personality about themselves, and they do everything from a disdain point of view. I'm not in my feelings. I'm on my page talking about what I want to talk about. And if you come on my page, then you should be engaging with what I'm talking about. I'm not going to deal with nonsense. I shut it down immediately. You can say whatever it is that you want to say. You don't know me. You don't know my feelings. You don't know any of that stuff. So um, I'm not taking offense. I don't take to disrespect or like undertone tonality talking to me in type of way. You don't have to be here. I did not make you come on my page. I don't make you be here or engage. So you can engage positively. If you want to go back and forth with this idiot in the chat, then direct that to them. Put at whatever that idiot's name is. Don't come on here. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I knew you were on my shit before, yo. Anyways, Chris, I got you in a second. I want to finish. Okay, thank you. I'll be out. I wanted to finish what I was saying about my video. If you're still here, then I'll go into what I was saying. Um, but anyways, they patronize, chastise, condescend, and disdain. Like that's their personality, and that's what you will always engage in. That cycle of patronizing, chastising, condescending, and disdaining you, and manipulating and trying to control you, and dealing with their mind games of strategies that make no sense to nobody but themselves. It's by the time you realize what's going on, you're so caught up in a spider web, and you're like, how the fuck I get out this spider web of these mind games? and this weird behavior. Okay, so that's their traits. And I already touched on they need excessive admiration, that reassurance. They constantly need to be reassured about everything. It's like raising a baby. But you're dealing with a grown adult who is just like stuck in their ways, and like they have temper tantrums, and they try to act like they're so perfect and non-judgmental, and they're the most not perfect and most judgmental people ever. And so they constantly seek for you to please them and pleasure them and fulfill this empty void that can't be filled because it's empty. And they have a sense of entitlement. And the biggest thing that I have learned from dealing with narcissists is they have an uncanny lack of empathy and sympathy for others. Like they, under no circumstances can they have any remorse or be vulnerable or be vulnerable to anybody else. It's really sad. And they're mean. Like they're mean to people that are having a hard time. Like when you're dealing with a narcissist, if you personally are having a hard time, they'll give you a harder time just for fun. Like they do the weirdest things to entertain themselves. And then you're like, what's going on? Like normal people, if they see somebody having a hard time, they don't give them a harder time. Narcissists will give you a harder time, and then they'll create like an environment or a situation or a narrative to make you suffer even more because they have some sick condition where they please themselves and they pleasure themselves for causing harm to somebody else or to seeing them suffer in silence. It's it's disheartening, man. And they're really mean. They're mean to homeless people. They're mean to homeless people. They're mean to people that are less fortunate to them. And it's just like at any point in time, that could easily be you. Like, do you not understand how life works, how God works? And they would rather come off and try to do things to people who don't know who they are. They'd rather come off as being a good Samaritan instead of just actually being a good person. Like, why don't you just try being a good person? Oh, that's right, because you're not at the core. asked me if my teeth is real. Yeah, I'm from the 80s, bro, or sis, whoever you are. Pleasure themselves. No, I don't mean like pleasuring themselves, maybe behind closed doors, but they just like inside, like they can see you hurting or crying or talking about something that's bothering them that they're doing. And if you don't pay attention to their like body language and their paraverbals, like they're almost smirking and they almost have like this glee on their face that and they'll pretend like they don't know that's what you're talking about. They'll manipulate you or be like, I don't understand. They'll just play stupid, but inside they know what they're doing. They know what they're created. They know exactly what you're saying, and they'll just try to make it seem like no, it's you, while sitting there smirking and gleefully. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's enough to make your freaking head spin, yo. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you. What else did I want to touch on? Oh, perfect. Perfect next point. They have a tendency to exploit others for their personal gain. Most definitely. They will exploit you. They will make you feel stupid or shallow or like incompetent for like that attention and admiration from other people just to get that supply that I'm talking about. That supply, understanding that is detrimental to yourself if you want to be able to identify people who are narcissists and not ever get yourself involved with them ever again. You really have to do your research and development about their need for supply and like how they'll go above and beyond and do absolutely anything in order to get that supply. It's sick, yo. Um, they're also You want more? They're also delusional. They're delusional, which, like I told you, they don't have no self-awareness. Like they're not able to see who they are. So that makes them delusional with their opinions and their abilities and their capabilities and their accomplishments regarding themselves. And they have a sick superiority complex with their ego, and they're searching for, or they're not searching, they automatically feel like whoever they're connected with, it's your job. Please stop doing that. It's your job to provide them with special privileges and treatment, and they didn't even earn it. They just feel like it's your job to do that because they're just the most amazing, most spectacular person or people that have ever come into your life. And if they're able to woo you with their manipulation, you'll just automatically start doing it until it literally drains you. And then you're like, how did I get here? And why am I doing these things? Like, I do them, and the more that I do them, the more empty I start feeling. So that's what I'm telling you. Like, they siphon your energy, and it's like that's what the supply is. They're siphoning your energy, and they leave you how they really are inside, but you can't see it because of the mask, and like how they're able to get down, my love, get down. How they're able to appear on the outside, how they leave you as how they really are on the inside. It's a sick transaction, and I hope that this video helps save some people. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Petre. How are you doing? Hi, Rectum. Hi, Ghost. The other thing is they have frequent fantasies about having or deserving when it comes in regards to success, power, and money and materialistic things. They fantasize. So that's the whole theorizing. I like to use theorize. They theorize like that gift of gab and being able to talk and convince people that they're able to, or one day they're gonna be able to like pay you back, or be a giver, and they're not givers. They're naturally not givers. All they do is take. But they are able to paint a picture well with their words to anybody who's easily manipulated to believe that, like, oh yeah, like, let me lead you, let me be your leader. Come and let me come be a part of my tribe, come be a part of my team, and we're going to have this amount of success, then we're going to be powerful, we're going to be leaders, and we're going to make all this money, and we're going to have this kind of lifestyle. Like, they're so good at that, but it's just a fantasy. Like, it will never ever come to fruition because of the type of person they are at the core, the karma that's waiting the dog walk their ass. And if you're not careful, you don't get away from people like this, you will be a part of whatever karma that they got brewing for them. So you better recognize so you can save yourself from a lifetime of hell that you didn't even conquer up. It comes all from them. That transfer of energy is deadly. It's very deadly. Um, Thank you, John. Do I answer you questions about societal issues? I talk about things that I have experience in. My name is India. Hi. I don't know how to say your name, but hi. Um, Hi. The other things they view. Oh, this is so important. This is so important. I'm from Massachusetts. Thank you. Um, as far as feelings and emotions, they don't have any feelings and emotions. That's why they could be certified psycho killers, serial killers. Um, and when it comes to the person that they're with, or the people that they surround themselves with, or who they're getting their supply from, they view feelings and emotions and the other person's needs and desires as a sign of weakness. They'll even tell you that in the way that they talk and the way that they, when you go through that devalue and um, discard stage, they will, the more emotions you show, the more you try to show your feelings for this person, the more you express your needs and your desires and your wants for this person, the more that they will try to make you feel like you're weak and that you're the person with the issue because you have all these feelings and emotions and these desires that they try to act like they don't understand, which they're normal requests from anybody, especially if you're in a relationship. It's a normal request. And it's a normal of like, you understand my point of view, I understand your point of view. Let's put them together and come up with a solution. No, they will spend their time, effort, and energy to make you just feel like you're a weak, pathetic imbecile because you naturally seeking something that they gave you in the beginning during that love bombing stage. And then it just dried up and disappeared. And you spend a lot of time wondering where it went. During that time is when they really try to flip the script and try to make you seem like you're just weak and insufficient. It's a dangerous game. It's a dangerous game that they play, and being caught up with people like this. And like I said, that's why it's, when you understand what you're dealing with, you feel sorry for them. You feel sorry for them. Oh, you're a recovering narcissist, Andy. Wow. Makes very interesting. So how come I've been talking this whole time and you haven't shared no points? You're trying to tell me my experience and what I'm reading and what I'm talking about is wrong. What's your points? I hate people like this. Like Bible thumpers, like people that try to like just quote the Bible but can't talk about how God is showing up in their life or what God actually did for them and use real life examples. If you're a recovering narcissist, why ain't you dropping no facts in the chat? I ain't no fucking narcissist. I'm talking about my experience of having a lifelong experience with a whole bunch of narcissists, but I just had a master class with somebody for 11 years. So ain't nothing I'm talking about is wrong. They're all fucking facts. And I just read you definitions of things that I took my time. I researched and developed shit, not just getting on here talking about jargon. So, you know what? Yeah, don't know me. Anywho, that pretty much wraps up what I was saying about narcissists. Nobody had anything to add to it, but trying to tell me what I'm saying is wrong. It's crazy. Um, the other thing, the other fact about narcissists is that with their partner or whoever they're with, their friends, family, it doesn't matter. There's no limit. They're habitual line steppers. They have no limits. They will belittle, diminish, and dismiss any achievements that you have, that you've acquired, that you've conquered, or that are in fruition. They will diminish them and dismiss them and just try to convince you that they're not possible, they're not capable. They will go out of their way to sabotage you so that you're not able to achieve your goals. And it's like, what's wrong with you, y'all? What's wrong with you? All right, that wraps up what I wanted to talk about narcissists. In my title, I also talked about if you're a narcissist survivor like me, we have a theme song. And ironically, the theme song, if you listen to Wale, right? Thank you. Okay, you get me, Vincent. We're here. We're here. I love that. I love that scene from Dave Chappelle. um, rest in peace. Uh, sorry, what's his name? Eddie Murphy's brother. I can think of his name right now, but original life never comes from him. He cracks me up. Charlie Murphy. Rest in peace to Charlie Murphy. Um, Hi, Adrian. So if you listen to Wale, which why I'm saying that this is ironic, I don't know Wale personally. Okay, um, Wale is a Virgo, and listen, I like Wale's music, and I fucks with Wale. I don't know him personally, but if you listen to Wale's song called "Love Hate Thing" featuring Sam Dew, the chorus, okay? I can give you a shout out. I did. I just said hi, Adrian. If you listen to the chorus to Love Hate Thing, that chorus literally talks about the experience that of dealing with a narcissist, of like what you go through, that back and forth, that wishy-washy, that tug of war. The chorus itself is narcissistic survivor theme song. And I like almost listen to the song every day now. So if you don't know the song and you're not familiar with the lyrics, I will tell you what the lyrics are. So the lyrics are: hold me tight, let me go. Heal my heart, hurt my soul. Build me up, break me down. Make me smile, make me frown. Give me love, take it all away. Again. Yo, that's the cycle of being with a narcissist. They do all those things. They do all those things. Like they love you, and then they hate you, and then they love you again, and then they hate you, and they love you, and they hate you again. That's in the song too. But they will, like, they'll embrace you. They'll hold on to you tight at first, and then they let you go. They never try to come back and retrieve you. There are some that spin the block and try to pull you back in, but they haven't changed as a person, and they can only keep up the act for so long. So if you are able to escape a narcissist, don't ever go back because they haven't changed. And then they will work profusely. In my experience, they will work to heal your heart. Like if you're dealing with stuff, they'll try to seem like they're healing you. But I was talking about that siphoning energy. While they seem like they're healing you, they're also hurting you. So your soul is much more deeper than your heart. And like letting somebody try to act like they're healing your heart while taking your soul, that's detrimental. That shit could take you out, yo. And they spend a lot of time building you up verbally. Like I said, with that gift of gab, they build you up, build you up, build you up, and then they will spend a lot of time breaking you down verbally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. There's a whole The rabbit hole goes deep. And then in the beginning, during that love bomb stage, they will make you spell a lot. You'll think that they're the best person. You want to marry this person. You just think like, wow, this is the best relationship ever. And then you'll spend a lot of time frowning and being confused and being like, I hate this motherfucker, yo. And then they give you love, and then they take it all away. And that's the cycle that you go through. And I was like, oh, is Wale a narcissist? Like, is he writing his songs about himself, and he just made some good music, but he's channeling who he is, and like this is his way of channeling the pain that he causes other people. I love that song, anyways. But I was listening to a playlist earlier when I was cleaning, and there was another Wale song coming on. I have to come back with a fact check because I don't know exactly which one of Wale's songs was, but he said a line that I was like, yeah, he might be a narcissist. He said, if your mom loves you, then never love another woman, which is very telling because I did say that most male narcissists are mama's boys. They have a sick relationship with their moms. Anywho, that wraps up my talk about narcissists today, my India talk. Good morning. It's actually evening here, but it must be morning wherever you are. Thanks for checking in. So yeah, those are all the things about narcissists that I wanted to talk about today, and just give a little education, talk about general basics, and then throw in some of my personal experience in there. And then if you're a narcissistic survivor, you have a theme song. Go check out Wale Love Hate Thing featuring Sam Dude. It's actually a really great song, and it will help you heal. It's helping me. Um, I asked you to drop some facts. You're talking about you are a diagnosed narcissist. So then you should be dropping some facts in the chat and not this stupid shit that you're writing. Anyways, before I get off, is Liam, you asked me a question. All right, let me go back up. Before I get off, is is my good friend Chris Watts still here? Liam, I don't see your question. I just see a question mark, and then I see that you said you asked me a question. So, what is your question, friend? If Chris is not still on here, I'm gonna get off. Um, but I wanted to talk to Chris um, about something specific. Had nothing to do with narcissistic personality disorder. But if he's not on, I'll just wrap it up. And Liam, like I said, I don't see your question. You know what's weird about you is that you're a number one fan. Get the fuck out of here, bro. My life, I'm not gonna miss no sleep at night if you are not here. You've been here the entire time. I've been on here for 76 minutes. You ain't missed a second, a minute. That's weird. People are weird, yo. So I don't know. I'm gonna get on here every day and pop my shit and talk about whatever I want to talk about. And if you like it, you like it. You love it, you love it. You hate it, you hate it. It really doesn't make me a damn difference. But I don't think Chris is here anymore. Aztec Warrior, come on, friend. How you doing today? How you doing today, Aztec Warrior? You got on late, friend. I got on early today because I'm about to eat dinner. Um, but Andy, I'm gonna give you some grace, friend. I've had lots of bumps in the road. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor, and I always like to remind people that no matter what you suffer through or survive through, it doesn't go wasted. It will always be used towards your purpose. So I'm just talking about things that I have experience with. I'm not just on here saying anything, pulling shit out my ass. I talk about real life experience of things that I went through, and that, like I said, you don't know what you don't know until you know. So I didn't know nothing about narcissists. I had been in a relationship with a long time with one, and because of what happened to me at the end of their relationship, I learned about this term, and I've spent a year educating myself about it. So that's why that was today's topic today for my India talk. I'm glad that you're doing well today, Aztec Warrior. You're very welcome. Thank you for requesting that because I didn't know how it was gonna go. I really thought it was just gonna be me and you on last night, but it turned out really good. So you're very welcome. If you want, maybe I can get on later. I'm about to go eat though. Yeah, you're right. It was a learning process. Listen, everything, people come into your life for a lesson or a blessing, or sometimes both. I don't have any ill will towards my ex, like towards my mom, my dad, or like anybody else who are narcissists in my life, okay? I've been disappointed and heartbroken about the situation. But it is what it is. I don't spin the block, and I'm only going forward and backwards. But I use everything as a teaching tool. Like what you go through, other people are going through, and if you're afraid to speak up about it, how can you help others? How can you give other people a voice? Like that, they might not have the voice, or they might feel like they're the only person that ever went through that or is going through that, and they don't know a way out. And your voice and your story can help other people. Hey Andy, I'm bipolar according to my ex and the psychiatrist at the hospital. So I'm always in my feelings. I feel my feelings. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with my feelings. And if I'm feeling disrespected, I will check you. I used to not check people. So you cleared it up that you were being disrespectful. But it's text, bro. I'm going off of the energy that comes off of whatever you're saying. Okay? Yes, I agree with you, Andy. I agree with you. Oh, you get off. You're just now getting off, Chris. I'm sorry, Aztec. Okay, that's cool. I know. I usually the crowd that I like to engage with is between 3 and 6. And so yesterday and the past 2 days I was getting on super late. But yesterday was a good live. I got to meet you and connect with you. So I just trying different times and honestly whatever the day allows. So I went to the park with my daughter. We were there for like 2, 3 hours. And then I came here and I'm like, oh, it's almost gonna be dinner time. Let me get on because I don't know how the rest of my night's gonna go. So that's why I got on now, and I stayed on much longer than I thought that I would. But yo, get a life, bro. Get a life. Your energy's always fire. So is mine. I'm a fire sign. I'm always fire. I love it. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up and leave you with my 3 messages like I always do. And Aztec, maybe I'll get on later depending on how the rest of my night goes. But I got to. Good thing I made dinner already. Just gotta um, warm it up and eat. So you told me you're Gemini. Gemini have 2 personalities. I know all about Geminis. I never dated one though. So and honestly, I read a lot of stuff that says like we're not a good match. And just in this conversation, I think it would be a lot of not understanding each other's sarcasm and point of view, honestly. But yeah, yeah, for sure. I get on daily Aztec. I just don't know what time of the day I'm gonna get on. And I was just telling you it since being consistently showing up on here every day, I've learned that 3 to 6 has been a good time frame. Last night I got on at 8:30 and that turned out to be really good. But anywho, let me leave y'all with my 3 messages. One, don't let anybody label you because those who try to label you want you to live in lack and not in your purpose. Okay? They see something in you that they don't want you to see for yourself and they want you to wake up every day and feel chained to this label so that you'll be small and diminished and living in limitations and in lack and not leveling up and living to the purpose, living to who God wants you to be. Two, don't let anybody put you in a box, yo. Because those who try to put you in a box is simply because they cannot get out of theirs, okay? And if you're not careful, those who put you in a box, those who you let put you in a box, will eventually try to put you in a ditch, and you might not come back from that. And I'm speaking from personal experience. And then three, don't forget to well, you're officially my number one fan. Um, don't forget to turn your life into a lifestyle, okay? And the way that you do that is by saving yourself. And the way that you save yourself is by participating in your own rescue. If you start to tap into yourself more and out of the world less, it opens up space for you to be able to take your life into your own hands, participate in your own rescue, and save yourself so that you don't live the life that your parents want you to live. You don't live the life that society tries to create for you to live and condition for you to live. And you don't live the life that the school systems and the work environment tries to mold you into living. Okay. You have a purpose, and abundance and prosperity is your birthright. Don't forget that. You are not just born to like work a job and pay bills and die. And if you don't start to really tap into yourself and really figure out what you want, what makes you happy, how you see yourself living, and stop being a people pleaser, you'll never turn your life into a lifestyle. Hi, Amaris and Isla. Hey, I'm wrapping it up. I'm sorry, you guys. I gotta eat dinner and also I have to pee. But thank you for checking in, girls. My twins. I haven't seen y'all on a live in a few days, but I've been getting on at different times. Leslie, I like how you spell your name. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girl. I've been on here for almost 90 minutes, yo. I never planned on that. I just feel like I'm gonna get on and start talking about what I want to talk about and get off. I don't be feeling like I'm gonna have any engagement. And I'm pleasantly surprised every day. But today's India talk was about narcissists. We went over narcissistic personality disorder, the definition, the traits, some examples, some of my quotes. And if you are a narcissistic survivor like me, I went over our theme song. And our theme song is Wale, Love Hate Thing, featuring Sam Do. So go listen to some Wale, specifically that song. And I also think that he is a narcissist himself. But like I said, I don't know him personally, so I'm alleging that. But y'all want me to get on later? What's the name of the song? It's called Love Hate Thing by Wale, Wale, featuring Sam Do. So if you are a narcissistic survivor like me, that's our theme song, girl. I put it out there in the universe. That is our theme song. Go listen to it. The lyrics, what is it called? Why can't I think? I've been talking too much. I can't think of the chorus. The chorus is our it speaks to us and the cycle of abuse that we go through with narcissists. Thank you for the compliment, John. One love, Racine. Racine. I hope I said your name right. I'm well, Omar TV. How are you? You gonna get on later? Oh, you want me to get on later because you're gonna get drunk and talk shit? Well, then I'm not getting on later. I am very much a frequency person, and that's not the type of frequency I'm attracting to my channel. But if you want me to get on later and we pop ish together in a positive way and talk about something meaningful and thought provoking, then I'm all with it. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you. Come back and let me know what you think about it. I don't know if I'm gonna get on later. If not, I will see y'all tomorrow for another daily India talk. And I don't know what I'm gonna be talking about. It just comes to me as it comes to me. But I show up on here every single day. So thank y'all for rocking with me. Hello, lover boys. Where am I from? I'm from Massachusetts, Springfield, Massachusetts. I'm on the East Coast. Thank you for the flowers. Um, Life is beautiful. Likewise, I love that for you, and I love that for me. And thanks for the cookie emoji. Now I want a cookie. You don't think I'm an angry black woman. In fact, I'm a chill one. Yeah, I'm pretty chill. depending on, I've learned, this is what this experience has taught me, depending on who I'm around and how I let them provoke me, and um, the amount of things I accept that they do to me, that I try to be like, why are you treating me like this? Like, I'm a good person, I'm a good woman. Like, that is, could channel a lot of different things, but I'm just naturally chill. I'm a fire sign. I said that. I'm always catching attention and oohs and ahs, and the type of warmth and the depth of my fire all depends on the other people. It doesn't depend on me, but I'm also learning to like control and remove myself from people who don't know how to play with fire correctly. Thank you for the compliment, Ruben. What? Andy, I would like you to just have a good night and never get on my live again. Thanks. You and Quavo can go be kangaroos together. Hello from Texas. Another person checking in from Texas. What part of Texas are you checking in from? I told y'all I am from Springfield, Massachusetts. Thank you, Omar. Leslie, no, I'm a Sagittarius. I'm from Massachusetts. I am from Massachusetts, Springfield, Massachusetts to be exact. And no, I do not know whoever you're asking me if I know. All right, I gotta go. I hope that y'all have a good night. Leslie, check out the song, and yeah, have a good night. I gave y'all my three. Yeah, I did that. I did all of that. All right, peace.